Και τα λέει γεμάτο στόμα. Είδες! Δεν τα λέω μόνο εγώ, μην τα λέω μόνο εγώ. Με 2 δάχτυλα θέλω το μεσαία, έτσι.
Άντε ρε μαλάκα, όπως πρέπει να βάζεις κρέμα.
Πού δεν βάζω έτσι.
Είσαι άντρας. Είσαι κατροχαθιστή.
Έχεις άδικο.
Συγγνώμη κιόλας. Ναι.
Εννοείται. Άμα δεν είμαι εγώ μέσα, είναι
885. Αυτό με το ροδί να δω πώς θα φτάσει Αθηνά μου.
Εδώ τι... Α, να πάμε στη
Αυτό
Σιρόνα.
που λες είναι κοντά σε 20 εκατοστά.
Πάμε στη Σιρόνα.
Πάμε στη Σιρόνα. Μας αρέσει η Σιρόνα. Περίμενε, τι άλλο έχουμε να κάνουμε. Δεν θες να κάνουμε το πρώτο, το Shadow.
Έλεγα να κάνω πρώτα τα άλλα.
Όλα τα άλλα, πολλά δεν είναι.
Πάμε εδώ. Πάμε στο Sebastian. Πάμε να τον βρούμε.
Καλώς ο Sebastian, βοηθάει. Στα 2 χιλιόμετρα ο Sebastian.
Ναι, αυτό είδα κι εγώ.
Ούτε ο Θείος ο Γιάννης δεν θα πήγαινε με τα πόδια.
Εγώ θα πήγαινα αυτή.
Τροπή σου. Και εγώ θα πήγαινα.
Ωραία. Πού είναι ρε? Κοίτα εδώ. Πού έχει πάει?
3 days later. Know who my friends are now, don't I?
I should dismount here.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Revelio.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Revelio.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Τώρα ήμουν έτοιμη να ρωτήσω αν είναι για μένα ή αν να περιμένω το Χρήστο.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Χριστό. Δεν φταίω εγώ. Σε περιμένει, δεν φταίω εγώ.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian.
Όχι, μόνο να πιεις νερό, μην
They
πεις
are my
τίποτα.
stubborn brother's children, especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said.
Πάρα πολύ νερό,
Good
ρε
day.
μαλάκα.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
You're not listen to
Έχει
me.
δύο μέρες.
Πού είναι η
να
Γεωργία?
Sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
Περίεργος τρόπος να
You
μας
got
πει
a
ότι μας
first-hand
συμπαθείς η Γεωργία.
glance of what I'm dealing with.
Αν υπάρχεις.
I apologize
Τι
for
έγινε,
my
τι να
uncle.
γίνει. Πού είσαι, εσύ γιατί είσαι ξύπνιος τέτοια ώρα?
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle
Δεν είσαι
seem
καλά.
genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to
δεν
believe
μου
that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed
Μόνο
her
4 φορές πήρε
entirely.
τηλέφωνο. Και
I
πήρε
miss my
τηλέφωνο, ρε.
sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Where it happened.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Για πάμε λίγο, Sebastian.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
Να ρωτήσω
been
κάτι. Γιατί
digging
μου
for
δείχνει και τα
something.
μπαούλα. Δεν τα έχω πάρει. Εντάξει.
Δεν είμαι καλά, ρε. Με έχει ενοχλήσει το πολύ νερό.
Up
Αλήθεια.
there, on that plateau, is where they cursed
Θα
Anne.
έλεγα.
This
Θα
way.
έλεγα σίγουρα.
Ότι λείπουν σήμερα πολλά άτομα. Και η Γεωργία γιατί έχει 2 μέρες να μπει.
Έλατε.
How much longer?
Είναι λίγος τρόπος να μας πει, δεν μας συμπαθεί έτσι.
This rubble. Ranrock knows what he's doing.
Χρήστο, θα
It's
με
an honor to be a
σίγουρα.
part of it.
Αριστερά σου.
That wizard is
Ένας
a dead
νάνος.
wizard in my book.
Πού ρε. Όπα.
Αγαμίσου. Ωραίους ήχους έχει. Ευθύμη, είσαι εδώ. Έρχεται η ώρα.
Δεν σκότωσα άλλον έναν.
Ναι, ναι, εντάξει. Είναι στους φυσιόλους τώρα. Έτσι αλλιώς μια χρυσά τι να τα κάνουμε, ρε Αθηνά. Τόσα χιλιάρικα έχουμε, ρε καλή. Μπράβο, μπράβο, πάρα πολύ καλή. Πάρα πολύ καλή. Καινούριο τον έκανε.
Έλα.
Πώς θα πατάει έτσι. Με τον αντίχειρα πατάει το τζίρε, μαλάκα.
Σταμάτα μου, ρε.
Πλάκα, μην δίνεις σημασία εσύ. Παίζε εσύ. Πηγαίνεις περίφημα.
Όπα.
Έχω ανάψει την οξύφωνα.
Ναι, ναι. Έχει κι άλλον.
Γαμίσου.
Όπα, ρε.
You've made your last mistake.
Σόπα ρε. Γίγαντα. Α, είναι πολύ.
Impossible.
Όπα, 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 όπα.
Someone fix it. You're making this too easy.
Πώς είναι, ρε μαλάκα, πώς είναι, ρε μαλάκα, πώς είναι.
Πού είναι. Τσα.
You had a lucky shot.
Καν.
Δεν ξέρω. Κάνει.
Pressed.
Ει.
Why drag?
Σκότωσε το καριόλι, μωρέ. Άντε να πάει να γαμηθεί. Να γαμηθεί, να γάμεται που λέει ένας φίλος. Τι είπες?
Έχει κι άλλους.
Είναι πολύ, είναι πολύ.
You are.
There you are. Όπα ρε. Τι του κάρβουσες?
Το δικό του τόπλο.
Grave mistake. I don't think you know. One less human to worry about.
Πού είναι οι άλλοι.
Άλλοι δύο, όπως και τους
Πετάξω στο Σεμπάστιαν. Ένα βαρέλι.
Όπα ρε. Πέτρα στα μούτρα. Όπα ρε, αντανακλαστικά.
Get a cup. Why don't you come up?
Ωραίο.
You can't stop us.
Ας το θυμάμαι με τι. Έλα, εντάξει.
Καμίσου. Λούταρε τώρα τον πάτο σου, Αθηνά.
That was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Ποιος σε πήρε τηλέφωνο, αναγνώστη? Απάντα μας.
Κοίτα εδώ.
Ήτανε πολύ.
Revelio.
Τέλειο.
Ωραία το κάνει όμως.
Άκου εδώ ψυχραιμία, μαλάκα, μετά από τέτοιο fight.
Εγώ.
Ναι.
Γιατί?
Όχι η κοπελιά.
Α,
Ριβέλιο. Κι αν το πει έτσι, άμα δεν βαριέται.
εντάξει. Όταν είσαι γαμάτος μάγος, δεν χρειάζεται να τα λες τα ξόρκια, κατάλαβες.
Ισχύει.
Ουσιαστικά που είδα.
Αθηνά. Για το Άκιο, πρέπει να λες και το τι κάνεις Άκιο.
Όπα.
Άκιο,
Κοίτα
εκεί,
στις
ξέρω εγώ.
ταινίες.
Ναι,
Το δείχνει ότι πολλές φορές το λένε, αλλά όχι πάντα.
οκ. Άκιο. Το φεγγαράκι.
Ο άλλος το έχει παίξει.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate.
Και ήταν
Before my
οι
uncle and
loyals
I could
του
stop her,
Ράμροκ.
Anne
Ναι,
rushed
όλοι
out,
τέτοιοι είναι.
racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Λογικό.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne.
Α, έχουμε αρκετό
Might be
delay,
the only way to learn what
Nice.
type of magic harmed her,
5 δευτερόλεπτα
which could
σίγουρα.
help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're
Ναι.
right. The loyalists are everywhere. But they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Ναι, το πάμε, ρε Sebastian.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Πρέπει να πάμε στο κάσο του κύριου Ρούκ. Α! Ρε, είναι εδώ που ήταν οι μάγοι
Sebastian, over here.
Μάγοι.
που σώσαν το
This was
χωριό.
damaged by the fire the night that Anne
Τι
was
πηγάδι ήταν
cursed.
αυτό?
Ναι, θα
Could
μπορούσε.
be.
Revelio.
But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Confringo.
Πριμήσου, ρε φίλε.
Αυτό.
Closer.
Τίποτα.
Δυστυχώς.
Πάμε λίγο κάτω, εκεί κάτω που είχε κάτι περίεργα πράγματα.
Revelio.
Ναι, αυτό πρέπει να είναι. Οι μάγοι πρέπει να καθόσαν εδώ πάνω και να το φτιάξανε.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Ή και όχι. Ή και όχι.
Ναι, εντάξει, που είναι ένα second και πού θες να πάω.
Στο Σεμπάστιαν να του μιλήσουμε μάλλον.
Α, δεν μπορούσα να το κάνει explain από μακριά, να
όχι,
πας
ωραία.
κοντά.
Μέσα στο σπίτι. Ξέρω, Χριστό, μην μου λες τι να κάνω.
Ναι, ξέρω, μην μου λες τι να κάνω.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor.
Έλα, μπακ, καλό το νερό, τέλειο,
Ήπια,
τέλειο.
ήπια, ήπια.
Isidore
Τη δροσιά
Moore.
του να έχεις.
She was one of the keepers.
The keepers?
Είναι κοντά το
Like in
μαγαζί, ρε.
Quidditch.
Άντι.
And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following
Το
you.
ήπια, το
I
ήπια, όχι
realize it's
ήπια.
a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no,
Μέσα για
not
κανένα
like
πατεώνα.
Quidditch. They call
Άξι 100
themselves
μέτρα, μια
keepers
χαρά.
because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Δεύτερο
Let me see if
μπουκάλι.
I've got this
3
straight.
ώρες.
You have Ranrock
γαμηθείτε.
and Rookwood after you because of something you found at
Έχεις
Gringotts,
περάσει από το γήπεδο
where
της
you ended up
δόξας.
via a
Έχω
portal.
περάσει, πώς δεν έχω περάσει.
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Α, οκ,
Oh,
οκ, κατάλαβα.
and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers. hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Den επόμενο χρόνο θα πατήσει drink water και ρίξει μια βουτιά. Να δω κάτι.
Α, τώρα πρέπει να τον
Ναι,
εμπνεύσουμε.
τώρα
Only
γίνεται,
one
πριν
way
δεν
to
γινόταν.
find out.
Τώρα είναι πιο ελαφριές οι πέτρες.
Huh, a stairwell.
Αχ, Θεέ μου.
Revelio.
Με έχετε γραμμίσει. Πάω να κατουρίσω, να πιω νερό πια.
Από συνήθεια.
Δεν μπορώ να μιλήσω.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Incendio! Journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Confringo! Revelio.
Άντι, πόσο καιρό σου πήρε να κάνεις όλο το main story και πώς σου φάνηκε στο Hogwarts Legacy? Δηλαδή, εγώ main story δεν έκανα καθόλου. Έκανα όλα τα υπόλοιπα, main story δεν μπορούσα να κάνω.
You're not going to
Βαριόμουν
believe
full.
this. I can see the Undercroft.
What?
The Undercroft.
A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Όλα μου άρεσαν. Και... Ξέρω, εγώ άρχισα πάρα πολύ να κάνω το main story.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing
μια
you say
εβδομάδα.
sounds strange to me
Όπα.
anymore.
but fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood.
Από εδώ θα βγούμε
Well then,
στο...
invisible
στο κρυφό
secret
του στο
ancient magic
μέρος.
passageway. Here we come.
στο Hogwarts μέσα.
Ναι.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Τι θα έλεγα, δηλαδή εγώ φίλε σκέψω ότι όταν έφτασα σε αυτό το quest ήμουνα 10 level πάνω από την τώρα η Αθηνά.
Πού είναι όλοι.
Δεν δυσκολευόμουν καθόλου στα fight, ήταν τύπου σχεδόν μάσο τα πάντα. Όποτε θέλω το κόβω. Άμυνος αγάπη
Why
μου,
would the door lead us
γυρίσαμε.
here?
Sebastian, look.
Okay. Χειμώνα.
Δεν της μοιάζει, ρε παιδιά.
Της μοιάζει πάρα πολύ στα μάτια, ρε. Ίδιο βλέμμα έχουνε. Τι είναι αυτό? Είναι κάποιο στοιχείο.
Μάλλον.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as
The
if
note.
something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ναι, let's go όμως.
Α, έλα ρε.
Εντάξει, τα κατάλαβα όλα.
Έχει
Πώς το
δύο
λες το
τέτοια, ένα
μύθι?
τέτοιο και ένα
Το
άλλο.
αποστήθησα, κλείστο.
Το αποστήθησα, κλείστο.
Anything helpful in the notes?
Το αποστήθησα, κλείστο. Δεν έφερες από TikTok. Θα έρθει σε λίγο. Κάντε follow να μην το χάσετε. Όλο τα λέω. Εσύ διαφήμιση μόνο τα μαγαζιά που δεν μας προηγούν κάνεις. Λίγη ντροπή. Νομίζω από το βγαίνει.